Hi everyone, I'm Rachel and I'm very glad that you joined me today. Let me first introduce myself. So I am a mom, just like many of you. I am a teacher as well. I teach 4 years old this year, and I am a women's mentor, a women's wholeness mentor. And this space is where I share real, unfiltered motherhood and womanhood that people don't always talk about, but all of us feel these things deep in our bones. And today I'm here to talk about the courage to step into more. And the courage that I'm talking about here is not the loud spotlight kind, and but it is the quiet daily kind, the type that we do every day, but often overlooked, and often we felt that is not celebrated. So I want to start by saying this, that if you ever felt unseen or felt stuck or stretched thin or like you have tried everything and you still feel it's not enough, let me tell you that you are not alone. So picture this, that you are a mom, and you are a mom who tried your best. You want to give your best to the children. You want to be the most gentle mom. You want to be patient, and you want to be consistent. And whenever there's any parenting classes, like gentle parenting classes, conscious parenting classes, triple P by MOE, respectful parenting classes, you scroll on the Instagram to read on all the parenting posts, and you love them, you want to apply them, and you try to apply all the strategies that you've seen on Instagram. However, you still find that there are times when it doesn't help you. Like you apply it, but your child is not reacting the way you want them to be. And also, you look for people to help you. You ask your helper to help you so that you can do something else, or you can be less overwhelmed, so you can focus on the kids. You ask your sister or your family to help you, but when your kids misbehave, and when they actually look at you and sometimes tell you that, mommy, I don't like you anymore, I don't love you, I don't want you, and you feel crushed, you feel like you tried everything, but you still feel useless and you still feel unseen. So this is many moms' story, and I was definitely there before. And guess what? My daughter or my son will sometimes still tell me the same thing. They will say, "I don't want mommy, I want daddy." Yeah. And how will I feel? Will I feel that, oh, I feel as a mom? So here's the truth regarding classes and tools and workshops. These classes, they give us the tools. They are good, but they are tools, they are strategies, they are good, but they are just tools and strategies. What we are talking about here is the healing of the heart, where the tools and strategies doesn't do, because the more we don't heal our heart, the more we don't touch this heartbreak, go deep inside and see this loneliness that we have felt, the identity crisis of motherhood, we will not be able to parent in a more joyful, peace, and calm way. So the struggle here is not about fixing the behavior of the children. It's not about fixing our behavior and how we parent, but it is a lot about our worth, our confidence, and our alignment as moms and as women. So here I'm going to talk to you about the cost of playing small, like how we often, as mom, we shrink back into shame when we measure our worth by only how perfectly our kids behave. We carry a weight we never meant to carry. For example, when your kids are late for school, it does not mean that you fail as a parent. It doesn't mean that you fail in disciplining them, that you can't discipline them. It doesn't mean that you are not good. For example, if your child is, you have taught your child to share 100 times. You took books, you read for them, but when it comes to like maybe a playground, or when they go to a playgroup and they start snatching toys, or they start hoarding the swing, and there are parents, other parents who are watching you, and you felt like, why at this moment when you are supposed to apply what you have learned about sharing and you're not applying it? Am I not doing enough? Am I not teaching you enough? Am I not showing you enough of how to do sharing? So many times this is what we moms feel like our child's behavior reflected the mom that we are, but it really isn't. So here's what I learned. When we shrink, our whole home feels it. And when a mom rises gently, bravely, perfectly, sorry, not perfectly, but imperfectly, her whole home feels that too. So even if the house is messy and you are late for something, but you are in the calm, you're present, and you gently guide them, telling them that, hey, let's pack this together, and then let's run out of the house and see who is the fastest to get outside. And not just do it because, you know what, I'm rushing for time, but do it because you want to be connected with your child. You want to have that calm moment, that memory built even through chaos. Your child will feel that. I had a time when I rushed my son so much that I got so angry because he doesn't want to put on his clothes. He doesn't want to, he just kept playing. He thinks it's fun, but I snapped because no, it's not fun for me. We are going to be late. But, and then he cried. After that, he did everything as told because I was angry. But really, this is not the type of response I wanted. I would love for him to do everything that I want him to do, but not out of fear, not out of when I'm angry, but out of, connection, out of love. And that is where we really should focus on to learn how to do this. All these are strategies. You are taught to play games, you're taught to go down to their level, but sometimes even when you do all this, your heart is not aligned yet to what you want to do. Your children still sense the anxiousness in you. You're not calm. You doesn't believe that it will work. You don't believe that your child will listen. And you also always hold the worth in your heart depending on your children's actions. So it is not something that we can learn overnight, but this is where I want to tell you that the problem here is not because of all this of us not having strategies, but really because we are not looking deeper into ourselves to find that joy and peace again. And to find that joy and peace again, we really should look back into why we'll feel that our worth is tied to the results around us. And we can talk more about it next time. However, today, when we talk about the courage to step into more, I want to applaud all of you, because all of you moms and women, in all the things that you do, no matter how big or small, you don't know it, but all are courageous decisions. And every single decision that you make that is more maybe inconvenient for you, maybe need a longer time to achieve the same result, but in a more gentle, joyful, happier way, these are courage. And so yeah, being more is really not about more hustle, more doing, or more strategies, classes, or more tools. It's not about putting in more things into your life that probably is already quite few. But it is really about more wholeness. How can we stop parenting from empty, but from wholeness? And then we are talking about more alignment. of how our choices reflect our values and not pressure, not the pressures that the society is giving you, the people are not pressure from the eyes of people who are looking at you, but choices that reflect values that we want. What are the values? Like respect, connection, joy, calm. These are the values. And whichever that doesn't hit those, they are, and especially when people are looking at you, they are thinking, hey, this mom is, how is this mom going to discipline the child? Is the child able to listen to the mom? Is the child not able to listen to the mom? Is the child going to cry all the way home? Is the mom going to pick him up? Yeah, things like that. So yeah, choose choices that reflect your values. Don't think about what the others say. And then more freedom. We are talking about more freedom. Parent from love. Love is freedom, and not parent from fear. Not parent that not doing something because he is looking, or if I don't do this, my son will not learn, or if I don't do that, my son or my daughter will always use the same strategy or climb onto my head the next time. So parent from love, connection, all right, and having more presence so that your kids feel seen as well and not managed. There are times when my daughter tell me something and straight away I gave her ways to fix it. I told her the reason behind that certain thing that she told me about. But the thing is, I forgot that she probably just wanted me to see her, to hear her. And really, she doesn't need me analyzing it for her. She doesn't need me fixing her problem. So sometimes it's good that we just stop saying things so quickly, but be present and listen and try to empathize with whatever that they say, or connect with whatever that they feel or whatever that they are doing. So let me say again, more is about more wholeness, more alignment, more freedom, and more presence. So more is not big. It doesn't always look big. Sometimes it's saying yes again and start, even though it feels scary. Sometimes it's choosing gentleness again, even though yesterday night was a very hard night, and probably you cry to sleep, your son cry to sleep, your daughter cry to sleep, but today when you wake up, you choose to be gentle again. More is allowing yourself to be supported instead of carrying it all alone. Actually, last 2 weeks, my husband went to climb Mount Fuji, and I was sort of home alone, but my husband was very nice, and my sister-in-law was also very nice, and I am very glad that my sister-in-law came and helped me. Even though honestly, I think I will be able to handle by myself solo parenting. Just for a few days, I think I'll be fine. But the thing is, I allow myself to be supported. I happily receive the help from my sister-in-law. And this doesn't come easy because in the past, I am very controlling. I am very particular with everything. And I cannot be flexible when like anybody help in their own way. To me, you're messing up my system. But this time round, and actually a few times whenever anybody come and help me, I was very happy and I was able to let go of control and receive the help that they are giving. And when my sister-in-law told her boss about her being in my house to help me, her boss asked her this thing: aren't your sister-in-law able to handle by herself? That means me. Aren't I able to handle it by myself? Honestly, yes, I can, but I don't want to because my sister-in-law was able to help me. And why not? Because then you won't be rushing all the way. You won't be using so much of your energy that by the end of the day, you are so depleted. But because of my sister-in-law here helping me, we get to laugh. There's another person to help me, and we are able to get things done so much faster. We are able to sleep on time still. Yeah, so why not? So sometimes really is remembering that allow yourself to be support. Don't need to carry all alone, and don't need to be worried about what others say. What others say about you doesn't define you. Okay? And also, more is celebrating the small steps, even when nobody notices, even when nobody claps. So this is where I would like to leave for you today, that there are the certain questions that I will put in a form and link it down below so that you are able to reflect, and you can answer through the form, and I will be able to, hold space for you too. So the first question is, have you ever felt like you have tried everything but still feel unseen? The second question is, where in motherhood do you feel most drained right now? And the third is, what would it look like for you to choose courage and not perfection this week? So before I close, let me remind you again that courage in motherhood is not about raising perfect kids. It's not about being the perfect mother. It's about rising whole, even you feel broken, and having the best moments with your children doesn't come from strategies, but from presence, from connection, and from saying yes again, even after a hard day. So I hope this helps you, and there will be more videos of sort that are coming up. So I hope you continue to stay tuned, look into my Instagram of things that I say, because I think this is a very good space for moms to be connected to themselves again, so that they are able to heal, and when they become a better version of themselves, they're able to have a family that's more whole too, a happier family, a more joyful, more peaceful, more calm family. A healed mom have a healed family. Yeah. So I hope that this will help you. And if there's anything, you can come into my Instagram at rachelwsf.co to drop me a message. All right. See you. Bye bye.